Okay, what's up, y'all? It is me, your girl Kyndall, and I'm here with my bestie for life, Katarina.
Can't get rid of me.
No, we just wanted to do a video on starting, not stopping, and then getting yourself out of that like dream phase.
Called Scared Money Don't Make Money.
It's right there what
Get money, don't make money.
it's right there what you wipe out.
And she ain't tryna make money.
It's right there.
Alright, well, for starters, Kendall's doing, she gave me one today.
Yes.
She's starting with body butters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So she's starting with body butters and doing a whole cosmetic line in the future.
Yeah.
And I'm doing jewelry, I have like a little bit on. I feel like it's hard to invest in your, like for you, invest in your ingredients
Yes.
and everything. And then like for me, it's hard to invest in, because you have to buy from other sellers, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because they say that their stuff is whatever a high grade ingredient it is. And then sometimes you get, like I got these really cute, they looked online, rope chains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were sterling silver. When I got them, they looked like you needed to be
Completely
ironed out.
different.
Like it was such a loss.
The process of like starting a business, getting
Yeah.
from like sourcing out materials, and then like everything's online these days. So like I'm looking for my products on like Etsy and then some wholesale retail websites. And then when I'm having everything in my cart, I look and it's like $800, and I'm like,
I know, and at first it'll
Like,
be cheap.
what?
Like sometimes you'll be like, oh, that's just $1.
No.
It's $3.
but then you need everything.
Exactly, and
Like
then it
from
all
the
adds
product to
up.
the packaging. Girl, it's hard to like swipe that card, but if you don't start, then
I know, for real.
Next
I'll be
week you'll
looking
be
at
like,
at the
damn.
checkout, like,
should I do it? But honestly, the way my husband always tells me, the money's gonna get spent either way. It's either over
true.
time gonna get spent on junk
It's true.
food, which I love fucking junk food for some reason right now, or it's gonna get spent on clothes, shoes, and makeup. So
Yeah.
if you
We
have
might
enough
as well.
clothes, shoes, and makeup for right now, and you're good, and you
Yeah.
need to cook at home for a couple weeks in order to swipe that check and not break the bank, then you need to do what you got to do, because if it's a business that you really want to start, if it's a business you need to start, then spending
the thing.
$800 is not going to be a big
Like,
deal later.
you know, a lot of us want to take our lives to the next level, but then we're scared to spend. We're scared to, you know, spend on a website. We're scared to spend on, I don't know, like online marketing, stuff like that.
Promotion,
Right.
everything.
You're scared to do that kind of stuff, but then it's like, if you don't invest X amount of dollars into your business or into yourself, then you're not getting nothing back. Your mentality is like, oh, if I do spend it, then I might not get it back. But if you don't spend it, you're not getting it back at all.
Because what? Your money don't make money. Like, just starting these, I knew I wanted a certain type of jar. And the jars that I could have got were like perforated on the side, and they looked like industrial jars. They really weren't cute. I paid a lot of money for these jars. It's almost like $3 a jar, that's ridiculous. But that's up until I can find a wholesale person to buy them from, because I knew spending this money right now, I don't know if the customer can see the difference because they don't have anything raggedy to compare it to, but I just feel like if it looks the way I want it to look, then I can promote it better, and I'll feel more passionate about the product. I'm not about to sell you a shitty product that I really don't like. I spend hours in there whipping my butters. Like, this is expensive oils I'm using. I'm not using olive oil. Like, I'm using some really strong shit. There's a little bit of olive oil. But I'm using some really strong shit that I like took the time to do my research on and actually buy. And I know I have to buy it again like every couple weeks because you want it to be fresh.
Exactly.
But it's worth it. Even if you're investing in like I know I spend a lot of money on clothes.
I don't. I've had this dress for like 3 years. I do not.
Girl!
She uses boxes shipped all the time full of clothes, and I'm like, I don't know
So
what's
right
happening
now,
so long.
my Airbnb situation is so raggedy. Everything that I have shipped is shipped to her house, which is where we are now. So the amount of packages, like every other day, she's like, you gotta package, you gotta package, you gotta package. It's sometimes like cameras and stuff like that, but then it's like shoes and clothes and like hats and dresses and stuff. But that's
I
what
feel
I'm
like
investing into my look.
Yeah,
You know?
you're investing more into like your social media presence.
Yes, you have to know how to like do your socials and figure all that out, or else you're gonna be out here looking dry and crusty. Because it's all important. When you start a business, it doesn't just end at the product. Like, there's so much other shit that you have to do.
Posting your product on Instagram is even a big deal of how you take your pictures. Because I know some people that sell like other jewelry companies, that selling their stuff looks like they just took it out of swap meet. Like it doesn't look like the sheet that they chose is all wrinkly, and it's like I don't want to.
And they still be selling sometimes, and I'm like, imagine if you put just a little bit of effort in there. Like, and speaking of effort, this girl has gone to so many markets and like, what are they called? Like,
that's what I started doing, yeah. And that's another thing because it's hit or miss.
yeah.
That's another thing that's like, it'd be scared money.
But she told
like,
me
it'd be
how
scared
much
money.
she made on a
Right.
good day. It was
So
really
that's why
good.
it's worth it. That's why it's worth it to try things out. So usually, she
That was some good bread. I was like, what the fuck?
usually,
Sign me up.
I know, for real.
For real.
That's gonna be another video. It's
Yeah.
like what stuff has worked and what
Yeah.
hasn't.
The
Like, how you
concept
did
of
it.
like scared money don't make money, like we're not saying,
Sometimes
like,
you
spend
gotta-
all your fucking
Yeah.
shit just because like don't be scared to spend $1 million, honey. You'll make it back.
Yeah.
No. Smart investments into your, don't be scared to make a big chunk that you know that you need. Like there have been so many times where I held myself back for weeks about like getting the
That's
nice
the problem.
camera that I
Exactly.
needed. I
Holding
just got
yourself
it,
back.
and I'm like, what the fuck? I could have had this like months ago, and I could have been shooting with it, and that would have meant all of last month's content would have been that much better if I hadn't been so scared to spend. It was
To invest in
$1,200,
yourself.
but if you
Yeah.
have that, like, don't kill yourself over it. But now you're gonna be able to see that like it looks like drone quality footage, and like last year's vlogs looked really, really raggedy. So it's just a big difference that I knew I needed to do for so long, and I just put it off forever. And I was wearing like the same leggings like every other day, and like my hair was looking a mess. I was like, girl, do your feet, do your nails, like re-dye your hair, get yourself together, spend the money, because you only have to spend that type of money once, and then like send the clothes back if you
Right.
need to. I'm talking to a woman who is in this phase of like, I want to be an entrepreneur. How do I start? What's my niche? How do I figure it out? Find something you really care about, find something you're passionate about, and don't be scared to put your money into it, because you will make your money back if you are dead set on it.
if you push.
Like, if you don't
freaking
understand
push.
something, Google it. People always say, and I told you this, like, how do I advertise? How do I get my
Yeah.
stuff out there? We're on YouTube talking about it. I could be on Instagram talking about it. Like,
Even,
you
like,
could
getting
retweet. Like,
But
you never
I was
know where your
dying.
next customer is.
Yeah, that's true too. It's so crazy because for me it was like things came in a wave.
Yeah.
For me, like for example, I needed to get my business license, and in California that's $26. Not a big deal, whatever. But like I could have used that on some clothes. So so I was like, okay, do I go to the mall or do I go? Let me just go get this business license.
Yeah.
So whatever, I went. And I already had some products that I had spent maybe like $500 getting together. And then the next day, and I just feel like this is God being like, okay, if you're on the right path, like
Yeah.
God will meet you with it. You know what I mean? So
Meet you halfway.
literally the next day, I got like an order that was like $100. It was like $90 something dollars, and I was like, okay. So I was like, maybe this is going well. And then a few days later, I needed to book a spot somewhere. That thing was like $60, and I'm like, and then you got to pay someone to be with you for the day. So I was like, all right,
Yep.
let's try this one. So I did it, and then a few days later, I got another order of like 200 something, and I was like, holy crap, like this is,
Oh my God,
you know what I
girl.
mean? So it's like God's like, you gotta like jump off,
Yeah.
jump off the ledge, so that God can like swoop you and just
Yep.
keep taking you from place to place. Otherwise, you just still be in the same little corner dreaming in your bed that something's gonna happen. Like God doesn't just drop stuff on you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You gotta go out there and then He'll meet you, and go out there like.
Yeah.
You know, He always talks about like go to this place,
Yeah.
and I'll bless you.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just be staying here waiting
And it's
for
really hard. It's
something.
not like it's just the easiest thing to do, especially when you're looking at your bank and let's say you have $300
It is
left.
depleting.
Okay, because there have been times.
Like it was depleting.
That means shit. I'm gonna have to eat some ramen noodles for a couple days, but I mean, it's
But
so
like you
worth
do what
it.
you gotta do to get to where you want to get to.
Yeah, you do, and that was such. I feel like I'm just not learning this lesson.
I know.
Like today, because it was
I'm like-
so hard for me to get.
I think
out of
about that all the
this
time. I'm like,
phase.
why didn't this click for us when we were younger?
Girl, I'm like, why didn't I started a business when I was younger, but I stopped. Like, I would start and stop
What was your
everything.
business?
Like, girl, the phone cases.
Oh
like,
yeah.
girl, I
I'm
used
thinking
to have
way
these
little.
No.
I'm thinking like when I was little, I used to sell lemonade. Like
No.
I got that kind of little.
I was like 15, 14,
I remember
15.
these freaking phone cases.
Girl, they were like like kawaii Japanese inspired phone cases. Like I would do it again because that shit was fun. I don't know if there's a big market for it anymore, but
right now.
I stopped completely, and I shouldn't have stopped. I just stopped just
Because
I
like
stopped.
if you start and then you keep pushing for however long, like we're starting and we're thinking about like what we're gonna be a year from now.
Oh yeah.
What it's gonna be 5 years from now. It's like even though we're at the investing stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is a constant investment though. It's not like your investment stops here. Like you're gonna have to re-up on your
I was
product.
gonna say at least you can flip the money that you got though. You know what I mean?
When
So
you
like
start
this
making
is
money-
this is when you haven't made the money and you're just investing.
Yep.
But then once you get the money back, then you flip that again. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
the money back that you flip again.
So I think that's the end of our Scared Money Don't Make Money video. We're gonna post a couple more business advice videos, and if you guys have anything that you want to know from us, because we're all doing this together, we're all in this together.
We don't know the rest.
I don't know the rest.
I don't know. I thought you would know
But
that.
we're all in this together. So if you have anything to add, just let us know. And until then.